everybody, welcome back to the second round of the Mountaineer campaign. I'm First Lieutenant Sigmar, again joined by Colt from EB as a guest commentator, and this round is going to be on Garland's Stand. So it should be a pretty interesting match considering the population size and both teams' familiarity with playing against each other on this map. But Colt, you were over there on the EB strat sketch side. What do you think the Union team's main approach is going to be to this map?
Well, Union is CSA
I
this
did it
round,
again.
so
Yeah, CSA. I
no
flipped him
worries.
up again.
It's all good. But the way Union's going to hold this is they're gonna hold that stone wall, and just make sure that the enemy does not get on it. And how they're gonna do that is they're gonna be forcing the Union to fight in the woods, and not allowing the Union to gain ground there. I think it's a very good strategy. I think holding that stone wall and being close to it is very important, and not letting the Union get anywhere near point is a very good idea. They will have skirmishers watching out for the left flank, so if the Union decides to swing around, they'll be able to see it coming, and they'll be able to shoot them up with buck and ball. So
Excellent.
I think a very smart plan. Let's see if the Union can just find a way to split off forces and get into their flanks. It will be very interesting to see here, especially the gunfight. I think buck and ball versus mini ball is always an interesting design, especially as defenders have to get close and attackers actually have to attack, but attack from afar.
For sure. Now, Union, what they're really planning on doing is they're going to send Nitro as a distraction for us down the right side. They're going to go fight for the old church down there, I believe, or the house on the corner. And once the entire rest of the Union team hears gunshots, they're all going to push the left side of the forest. Now, what's your opinions on CSA using cannons here?
I think it's a very smart idea. I think, especially in these woods, people tend to get grouped up on rocks, on cover, So I think it's a very good idea that they take the arty, so that if they clump up, they're punished very heavily for it. It's also good for charging if the line is thinning and they get hit by an arty shot and they're all knocked down. CSA has a very good opportunity to wipe the Union with one good decent charge. And I think it's a very smart idea to have arty on this map. It will mean less infantry for the CSA, but I think at this point you're going to win the gunfight anyways with buck and ball. I think it's a good idea to get some arty in the mix and force the Union not to clump up and fight more in lines versus behind cover.
For sure, yeah, and I don't know what Union's quite shooting at right here. I don't know what they're giving away their position for. There's literally one guy out here. I mean, if he's gonna shoot him, I'm gonna have to warn him. But looks like the right attack by Nitro is gonna be completely uncontested. Again, they wanted to kind of scout and probe.
Wow,
But
this is actually a very true. I 100% agree with it. I think even early capping here forces the enemy to get out of those woods and onto point.
oh yeah, it's gonna draw him out.
Very good move. I think there was maybe a miscommunication on the strat sketch for the CSA, because
They're not in the right position. Yeah, I mean, I put up the overlays earlier when we were talking about what they're doing, and as you saw in the overlay, I believe they're supposed to be holding around this area that I'm zooming in around, and it's a more central area that lets you just easily go to either flank, but they're choosing to hold deep in the woods southwest side, which again, that's not a bad position.
It's not a bad position.
It's just you're putting your eggs in one basket. Yeah, you're really hoping that the Union team all charges left, which luckily that should be what they're doing.
I think MB running onto the point was a very bad move. Now the CSA is aware that they do have flankers behind them. Either cap the or don't get on it at all, but they made
look, as you can see right here, the complex is shifting off. This is exactly what I made the plan for Union, dude, and it's working. Look at this. I can armchair general at the best of them, because IVB is shifting off to go fight those guys down there. It looks like they gave up their position. So if Union charges in, they'll probably kill Mac and the
If
cannon crew.
MB is smart here, they will shoot them up. They will hold as long as they can. They
Oh
will
yeah.
pull back and just hold this group right here so that their team can push up through those woods and wipe that company out. I think the objective is just to survive on these rocks
Oh
over
yeah,
here.
I would fall back right now if I was MB, dude. I just
Oh,
try to keep these
absolutely.
guys tied
Just
up.
shoot
Let
your
them
shot,
chase
pull
you.
back. Shoot your
Yeah, let
shot,
them
pull
chase you.
back.
Let them chase you. Collector,
No
I
reason
won't.
to try and hold a position when outnumbered.
Yeah, Nitro is getting kind of clipped down. Now Lightburn
Yep.
should already be moving in. Again, this is like the
Let's see.
plan. They're going in. They're going
Yep.
in. Is
Oh, yep.
oh, let's go real quick.
Back with the friendlies.
I hate to take away from the action that we got going on now, but we have not done roll call yet. If you want to take over the CSA
Oh,
roll
goodness.
call,
Hold on.
yeah, let's watch this. Let's
Union
watch
is
this.
charging out
Mhm,
Artie
mhm,
right
mhm,
now,
mhm.
and boy, did that hurt on
Oh
ticket.
yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
See, I feel so vindicated right now. This is working so
Absolutely
well.
great play by the Union just to win on tickets immediately on that. I mean, it wasn't the biggest ticket lead, but it's something, and it's a great start for Garland's.
Oh yeah, they've gotten in a good position.
MB is kind of a wiped company right now, so
Yeah,
we'll
I
see
mean
how
they planned on that. They were expecting to die. When I was talking to them, they knew they were suicide squatting, but they got the opening for the team that they needed. Look at the position Union is in. It
Absolutely.
is
I mean,
so strong.
they're on Artie. Artie is no more. Mac is probably really frustrated right now that his team just kind of abandoned him.
Yeah, and that's 4 guys they got on artillery, and they're sticking on arty too. They might switch to foot soldier. I would assume they would because they're gonna have a hard time getting that back. But
This is a great move by the Union just to get on the stone wall and wait for the CSA to come to you, because just denying the Artie at this point, it's just a brilliant move. I think it's going to work out for them very well.
Well, I think we have a moment of a brief moment of calm here. So let's do the roll call now. I don't think anyone's really switching up who's leading, but if you want to do CSA roll call, and then I will continue on with the USA.
Yeah. So on the US, or on the Union, we have.
Watch our right.
Or on,
You guys are on that
I don't know. How to
Now
say
we're
it.
all confused. Yeah, CSA, CSA.
CSA, yeah. On the CSA, we have Complex. We have Sergeant Him, I guess, and then we have Mac leading First Minnesota.
Yeah, I think it actually might be. No, it probably is Zach doing it. Yeah, because I think he does the RD stuff. And then over here on the Union team, last map was the CSA team. We've got Sergeant W. Henry leading for West Virginia.
It's very interesting because IVB is kind of playing all together. They're not splitting off, which is allowing them to win in these like upfront confrontations.
Yeah, it looks
CSA
like
is going to get a wipe there.
Yeah, USA did not do so good.
Yeah, buck and ball hurts. And I think they didn't split off enough. I think they kind of just clumped up on that stone wall.
They're still ahead on tickets somehow. That's just the state of the game. But yeah, they're still ahead on tickets. Again, with how many tickets attack gets on this one, it is a little bit.
Flag, so
yeah, it's gonna put USA back a couple minutes, about 5 minutes if they wait for despawn. I don't think they're gonna be able to.
I think the move
fight and recap their flags.
Was to take point there. I think you should have taken point, and then just kind of waited for the CSA to come to you, and just spread it out a little bit. Bait the CSA into one position and then hit them from another.
What a loser!
Now the Union has to deal with not having a flag and also being down.
Yeah. I would probably, if I was Union in this situation, I'd probably just take it far right. It's uncontested at the moment. They don't know that, but it's uncontested. It'll force them off point. They'll have to come to you to fight. Yeah, they're gonna guard Artie. That Artie's not gonna be able to shoot effectively.
His brave Mujahideen soldier.
Yes, sir. All right. No, where you going? Retards on me.
Okay then. The thing about cannons on this map that makes me a little queasy about it is they only have a very limited angle, and that it is a good angle admittedly. It's the right side, and that's the side you want to watch. But it's hard to do explosive shot. You've got to do canister shot, especially when they're coming up to you. And it's not bad.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
not bad. You can get a lot of tickets with triple canny. But man, your cannon crew has to be goddamn stone cold to keep operating, keep max rate of fire up.
Absolutely. This EB Arty crew is
server is crazy.
a little bit inexperienced with a lot
They
of
are a
their
little green,
newer
yeah.
recruits,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, they've got their guns. I think all 3 of their cannons are loaded. They've got spread out in decent areas. Try to look down the barrel. And I think they probably have solid shot, case or shell. I assume so.
Are you sure, sir? Zach, are you sure?
USA is taking a lot of time to move out here.
Not really sure why that took so long.
Yeah, it's a little. You can kind of feel when it's hanging a little bit. You can kind of tell when you're like, all right, let's come on, guys. They're still grouping up. I mean, unless they're trying, I swear to God, if they're just sitting in spawn until flag despawns, which they're definitely not doing, but if that is what you're doing, shame on you, good sirs.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't do that when, you know, time is not on your side. I mean, you're at 32 minutes and they're only halfway to battle already. I mean, you really want to put them into engage before the 30-minute mark, or at least until 28, but it is not looking good for
Nah.
Union on time.
Yep. They are going up for an attack.
I will say attackers can take the point and just stop the clock at any given moment, but you have to be committed to doing that.
Yeah, I don't see a scenario in which Union takes the point in the next 5 minutes, let alone probably 8 because of their flags being down. I think they're probably just going for tickets here. They're engaging the low IVB group. Again, that's bad for IVB. This skirmish group dying, that hurts
Not
them a
great.
lot. Yeah, that actually hurts them quite a bit. You watch the tickets drop. There you go. Like one guy dying is about a tenth of that bar. Or about
Absolutely.
10%.
I
That
think
sucks.
was kind of a weird position to hold at skirmishers. You usually want to be on the flank of the enemy, not kind of right in front of them. So
Again, I mean, they
think
get early contact. Union knows they're there, or CSA now knows that they're
you
there.
either shoot and pull back. You don't really want to engage with the enemy.
No, yeah,
there.
I mean, the reason you get a gun as a scout is just for self-defense. That's it. You're supposed to run away. You're not a one-man
Shoot and
army.
run. Shoot and run.
You're not John Rambo.
Yeah. You don't want to ever pick a direct fight because you will get outnumbered and die.
Look at the spread of CSA here, though, on the objective. I kind of am getting freaked out
Wow.
by their spread right now.
Yeah,
This is wigging me out, man. My OCD. What are you? Oh man.
very spread out, I will say. Very, very spread out.
Why is Collector in spectate with us?
Oh, if Union's smart, they'll push up as fast as they can and get on those rocks up ahead. I would not shoot here. I would not give away your position. Oh, but they are. Okay.
They're shooting.
They're gonna give away their position. I think you can take even better cover if you move it over to the left, spread it out. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Fire wheel now!
Well,
Fire
we'll
wheel!
see.
They're going northwest.
See what happens.
They're moving left.
Crawford is actually going to spread it out, which I think is a smart move here. Shoot it out on the left and have the main group on the rocks focus on the point. I think that's a very smart decision.
Yeah, no. Rebel flag right down that line, boys.
Generally a good idea not to overcrowd on rocks, and I think he's doing a good job of spreading it out and putting multiple angles of fire.
Yeah, that already, like I said, man, they're shooting solid shot at them. They're not doing anything. They're too close. That is almost within your minimum range. You can't even fuse that short to airburst them. You have to hit direct.
I will say this game will come down to how well Artie performs.
They can carry their weight. They're loading canister now. I mean,
these rocks right here, they're good cover, and they're not too spread out, or they're not too clumped up. I see a little bit clumping, but that's a little unavoidable, especially if you're a big company. But I will say CSA already does need to get this shit together and hit these guys on the rocks.
They just got one of their canister shot. That was decent. Now, the canister shot, just for all you players who are trying to get good with artillery, you have to aim very, very high of canister shot, even at close range. And I'm not talking very, very high at close range, but even at the range they're at, you basically want to be aiming at their heads with the cannon.
Looks like Crawford's line got pretty light, so it looks like he's just gonna reorganize.
Yeah.
Before spreading it out again.
I actually think Union's taking this back, man. I mean, again, CSA has this weird Nutella spread. They're kind of wishy-washy all over the place. Nitro's out there taking shots. Forf's out there taking shots. I think the Union could be a little bit more
CSA,
aggressive.
I'd push it up. I think I would push it up on the left here and just get on those rocks and then push from there. You got buck and ball. You can push them out of those rocks. I think CSA actually does need to get a bit more aggressive here because getting into this long range shootout is just not advantageous to you. I mean,
Yeah,
it's banking on the fact that you're already does most of the work.
You're banking on time, and you ain't. I don't think. Again, with low pop like this, I don't think you're gonna see a match hit 0-0-0 on the clock anytime soon. It's gonna end way before that.
For everything. Don't say
Yeah, I
that.
mean it's possible. I mean it's possible.
I will say CSA is somehow winning this shootout. They are somehow.
I think it's. I mean, again, I think the CSA is slightly behind. Again, with being on defense, man, those tickets are like gold. And if you're losing guys in skirmish or out of lines, that's really bad.
Well,
But they're even.
Yeah.
They're about even.
You do have to remember CSA does have the time advantage, so
They do, yeah.
we will see.
At this rate,
how the Union does.
yeah, at this rate, they're not going to get shot in the last stand anytime soon. Let alone breaking. This is a very slow, back and forth, slightly sandpapering each other. I'd like to see both of the teams be a little bit more proactive with what they're doing. Again, they've been in this deadlock for
I think
3 minutes now.
Union's just kind of getting comfortable in this position, and I think you never want to get comfortable. You always want to try and improve your position. I think if they moved it left to the rocks over there, I think they would improve their position drastically by adding another flank that the CSA needs to watch out for, and forcing the CSA to make a move, which CSA is not. You know, they're just playing the clock. They don't need to.
It looks like I will have to warn another individual. Let's see if he takes it. Let's see if he does it.
Oh no.
Come on, Yeet. I think Yeet, if you look at where Yeet right now, he's the USA, he's out there by himself. I think where Yeet's and the entire team's gone. I think that's a good spot to go to. Yeah, I think that's a good spot to go to for Union.
I would not drop everything on the right though. I think you kind of corner yourself if you do that.
Yeah, it makes it a little one-dimensional in terms of what you face off with. Again, CSA does have also the advantage of their next to main
Remember, to the
spawn.
left is you're out of bounds, so
They can't go too far.
if CSA gets on your right, then you're kind of cornered. You're kind of trapped.
See if they can get these cannons turned around, operated in time.
And
Again,
then if you
that's
get close enough to the Union position here, your buck and ball is very effective. So we'll see what CSA does. I think if the best thing that Union can do is once the CSA gets off Artie, just charge the Artie. I think you would catch them off guard. But
What do you think
it's a
about
lot of
this?
initiative and situational awareness to do that?
Yeah, what do you think about this CSA positioning? I mean, they took a real close angle to the Union. I think
I think this is a great move on CSA. I mean, especially if they charge it here instead of just peeking out and shooting. I think they win this gunfight absolutely.
That's my idea, Nitro, but
Looks like Chief's gonna accidentally team kill his friend.
Yeah, the only thing about CSA right now I'd be hesitant on is every time I find myself officering and holding the rocks.
Union is not making a move. They're not.
No. I would charge out as Union. I would charge them as Union. You have a very good chance of killing them if they're on the rocks.
Looks like they finally make a move.
Yeah, they're not. They're going to point. It looks like. I think maybe they're trying to go to corner. I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, you kill artillery, but
I think it's actually gonna work out because they're gonna kill the Artie, and then
yeah,
on that stone wall.
Well, I mean that arty shell.
And CSA is not reacting fast enough.
No. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like if CSA was fast, I don't think this would be the play for Union. I
And
feel like they
they
would
are
take a
going
lot of
to cap
shots.
point, I believe. I think
That would be insane if
yep.
you. Oh man.
It looks like they learned their lesson because now they're gonna spread it out on that stone wall.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna.
I
They're
personally,
not gonna clump up as much.
I don't like being on that stone wall and the enemies in the forest over there. They've got concealment and cover, and all you've got is
Looks like
cover.
CSA is going to do a charge pretty soon here.
Yeah, they're going close.
Yep.
They're going real close.
I absolutely agree with this position. I think you got to get on the snake fence though. I think you got to have a little bit more people on the snake fence because this is where you got charged last time.
These tickets though, these tickets they're gonna lose. They're gonna be permanent unless
we'll
they
see. Especially if your officer goes down here. Nitro's still. Oh no, Spoon got him.
Their flags are up. I think USA is winning. Maybe not
but
winning.
Union
They
might
took
win
point.
here.
They took point. I don't. It's getting sticky for them. It's getting a little sticky.
Flags. Oh, but one flag went down.
Okay, they got the Rambo. They got the one guy who's in there. Okay, I think Union did.
Union is going to win.
Pyrrhic victory.
Can't spawn people in.
Yep, this was a Pyrrhic victory, but Union took it.
Win, but Union has won, and they have
They got the point.
point.
The thing is though.
Tickets too. Wow, what a great play.
I guess taking point is the right play here. They're not going to be able to get Union or CSA in the breaking at the rate they're going to. Now they're getting forced into a fight.
The problem behind having one flag is you're not spawning in.
Yeah, you lose it or he gets out of line, dude. That's.
And the Union has 3 separate companies. They're getting reinforcements a lot faster than CSA. So those reinforcements coming in at the last second, especially on low pop, save you.
I would maybe like to see IVB split off into a sub company like they've done before, just to get that extra flag up and an extra pistol. I mean, they got 2 officers. Sergeant Him could easily just take 10 guys and joint company it.
I'm not sure why they're not doing that.
They've done it before,
especially since you have already. I think you should split up your infantry companies.
There's already a guy right there.
The worst part is you lose a gun. That's it. You lose a gun for having a flag. And the trade-off is immeasurable.
Yeah, CSA is being a little slow on the return here. Again, we kind of see these people. We keep seeing both sides lagging a little bit. I do
think it's smart for Union to spread out here. You know, kind of hold that corner.
Oh yeah.
But also get watch over these woods, and get on the CSA flank. To threaten them a little bit. We'll see what they do, but I think holding on the stone wall isn't the play, especially if you're flanking the enemy.
Shoot him!
You should get into those woods and threaten to counter the enemy from the side if they charge.
Here comes a CSA charge.
IGB is going to do the exact same thing. Let's see.
Yep, a CSA charge. They kind of lack a lot of guys, but let's see if they can do it.
They need to get off the stone wall here. They're gonna get stabbed.
I think this is bad for CSA, man. I think they lost too much momentum in that initial attack. Again, USA has their flags up. CSA has to come to them.
Union is getting on the snake fence right here.
Yeah.
It pinches the CSA. Now we'll see.
Yeah, it's getting evening out. It's evening out. It's evening out.
To get losses, and CSA still has one officer.
Oh, that's bad for CSA, or sorry, USA. That's bad for USA.
No, Union lost that encounter.
It did.
But I will say they're doing a lot better on time, and they're doing a lot better on tickets.
They've set the tempo. Yeah, they've set the tempo. The unfortunate thing is, I would say, is they lost 2 flags. I think
they could have done a little better there by getting into the woods and threatening a flank. On the CSA, just get into their side if they charge. They're a little bit too clumped up over there. I did like how they got on that snake fence, though. I think at the end there, you like when your boys on the stone wall are getting charged. I think you just gotta order a counter charge on the snake fence and
especially when
get
they
into
come
them.
up close and just blast us with buck and ball.
Double quick, boys.
Yeah, like I was saying, man, I just don't think as Union I would want to, as enticing as it is, holding that Stonewall to me has always felt like a recipe for disaster. You get CSA coming in from the forest, they've got concealment, they've got cover, they got buck and ball. You're gonna have a lot of your guys shoot early because they see people in the forest and they crash into you. And
It's nice to have a garrison there.
yeah,
It's
you always have a company
yeah.
there, but your
have
entire
a
team
strong
there.
flanking position in the woods, that you can just kind of run away, bait the CSA out. But make sure you hold that corner so the CSA can't rush you on the point and hold on the stone wall. I think that's how the Union should play it. But they just don't spread out enough. They don't get into the flanks. And I think that's what costed them the fight.
Following the
So
adventure
Union
of
is really focused on reorganizing.
yeah, they're taking their time. Again, like I said earlier, I think both teams are kind of lagging when it comes to getting regrouped up and formed up to do another attack. IVB, you should see it less of them due to the fact that they are basically one company. They should have Discord, so it should be fairly easy. Union, a little bit harder, but they're burning time. Like they probably should have moved out. It looks like they're moving out right now. Okay, that's fine.
What I will say, tickets are dead even, and Union is doing decent on time. Especially for Garlands. I mean, CSA initially has the advantage on this map, so it is nice to see that Ferd and Nitro, Henry are doing very well on this map.
Yep. It looks like old Lieutenant Colonel Yeet back at him. He's kind of maybe trying to go for the flag. I don't know. This man is a wild card. Little CSA forest scouting out in the forest. Zach scouting out in the forest. Yeah, no, it's not bad. I would maybe like to see Union try attacking the right side one time. I think attacking the left side 3 times in a row, it's worked, but you never know what happens. You just choose another direction, man. Things can change.
Yeah. I think CSA is going to do what they did, and just hold on the arty. And I think the problem with that is you give them too much of the wood line. You give them too much space to move out there.
What are you doing with your binos out, boy?
If the CSA could, have some scouts hold on the left, watch your flank.
I don't know if you're watching this, dude, but Yeet's got like the entire team chasing him. He's coming out the flag. He's got Mac and they got him.
Oh, but they did get flag back.
Yeah, they got flag back, yeah, and they shot a lot of their ammo. This might actually be like what Mac did last game, except for one man.
Nice shot by Andy. Shoot that flag down, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I think
it's getting back
just
up.
Gonna take a couple
It's
out
getting
of
back
lines,
up, yeah.
It is pretty good, but they're gonna get their flag back. That's crucial for winning gunfights.
I would have tried to hold their flags as CSA. I think giving them the chance to even get those flags back up, big mistake.
Yeah, big mistake.
Flags, you are gonna be fucking. You got them by the balls.
Even more reason to get into the wood line there and just defend. The Union doesn't have flags, so what power do they have to push you out? They're either gonna have to make a ballsy play to charge you out, or
Case.
just play super passive. But it is interesting that Union is kind of clumping up again. They're not really spreading it out.
Yeah, they generally try to play more cohesively, I find. Well, than the
when
the
you
other
do clump
side.
up, I will say you're a lot more organized, I'd say, because you know where everyone is. But at the same time, the enemy knows where you are, and it's a lot easier to hit you when you're clumped up. So I would say spreading it out would be the move here.
All right. Let's have.
Yeah, CSA artillery is shelling them with canister.
I do like the call for Nitro to say, "Hey, let's have skirmishers move up."
Yeah, he's generally pretty good at doing that. Being aware of when your team needs a little screening force.
Yeah.
He's usually pretty
Not sure
forward
about
thinking.
the skirmish spot right here, but see how it plays out.
I think Mac and his boys are gonna get the old smackdown real quick.
Looks like some of them are gonna push up really far. and
Yeah,
get
I mean, you
aggressive
take
here.
those tickets. They've got 19
I
minutes.
kind of like it because it baits the CSA out.
Yeah, it does. You don't have much
Hell,
time
bro,
right
where you
now.
aiming?
USA is falling behind in time a little bit,
That's
at least compared to last match.
Let's see who wins the gunfight.
Right here.
What do you think about the CSA position on the opposite side of the stone wall?
I don't like it.
I
think
don't
you're
like it
playing
either.
Afraid right now. I think you're just trying to bank on time, but you're not gonna win on time. So what's the point?
Yeah, I think they are kind of letting their boys out to dry right now.
Especially the Artie. I mean, I would be pissed if I was Artie.
Come on, hit something.
But we'll see what happens.
We're right here.
We're right here.
Yeah, I mean, to the naysayers on the Union team saying that they ain't hating anything or fucking hell, they're not hitting anything. No, they've been consistently hitting things. Every canister shot they shoot off, they're getting at least 1 to 2 tickets, which again, not ideal, but that's 1 to 2 kills per fucking fuse.
It's a lot better when you have your team supporting you.
Oh yeah. When you're not just getting picked off.
Supporting you and like playing very passively like this, you're gonna take a lot of losses, and it's gonna be hard to shoot the enemy.
Now,
So,
I also feel pretty
Zach here
vindicated.
is just gonna push up and Rambo, I think.
Yeah, I feel pretty vindicated as well because I was thinking they're gonna do cannons on the map, and at least try to construct the fort. They didn't construct the fort, but they got cannons. Union team was kind of expecting there not to be cannons operated on this map, so I think maybe now that they see it, they're taking tickets.
Somehow still losing on tickets.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. Yeah.
Never mind. They just started winning just as soon as they
Just
started.
now, but I felt like it should be a lot closer than it is. It's really because all those IB boys are just crouched down on the wall. They're looking dirt.
Yeah, especially since Union should be kind of like pushing up here, and they're not. It's just playing it very passively here is not the move, especially as attackers.
Union is taking it right into the forest. I don't know if that's a group effort or if it's just a detachment.
I do like how WV is staying there though and not going to clump on the rocks. I think it does add an element of attack. I think WV needs to get aggressive here if they see the
they see blood.
CSA match their movements on the right.
Yeah, I think
like
fourth
the
should
right
go in
side
right now.
is going to get aggressive here though.
They're going straight in for the cans. Now they just did a volley.
Is just gonna immediately start killing the Artie, and I think this is a really good idea by them.
4th West Virginia just did a big old volley, but they didn't hit
but
anything.
Collector just coming in and
he's putting those doggies down.
skirmish.
He's a
Skirmish
one-man machine. He's got a Lamat, probably to execute it.
Yep, Lamat is the most OP pistol in the game, folks.
It's true. It's undeniable.
You
It's
got
that good old
9
Confederacy
shots.
bias.
Got 9 shots.
Come on, boys, I'm back. Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Again, I don't know about doing these volleys with how they're not aware of what the other enemy team looks like, but you're literally just shooting at Artie. I'd rather have disciplined, independent
I
fire.
love this by 53rd. Good job.
Are they
Rob.
going in for a
Right
little patchy attack?
Yep, I love it. Suicide charge. This is what we call a suicide charge, folks, and you're just trying to win tickets here.
Oh yeah, and they're doing good
absolutely
on
love it.
tickets. They're doing good. I mean, they took minimal losses. Gingerbread took a couple. IVB did not take the bait.
Yeah. Looks like MB and 53rd are working well together over here. Crawford realized he actually won the charge and he actually
He's
reorganized
just
it back.
RP walking back. What a fucking Chad.
Looks like 53rd and MB are gonna hang around each other, just kind of hold that position.
Yeah, I'd really
If I was
like to.
WV, I'd move it up.
Oh yeah, I would have moved it up a while ago. I would have moved up when Nitro and the boys first from 53rd PA went in. But
You're just kinda sitting there.
IVB's also just sitting here. They have not done anything for the last 4 minutes. But given there's knees arthritis, I don't know if I agree with that. I think even if the ticket difference being what it is, there's no point holding back reserved if you got guys up here on the fence dying. That's you losing tickets.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you there. We'll see what WV does. They're kind of just shooting it out right now, but they kind of need to get into this fight. I will say the Union had plenty of time to get the win on this map.
Oh yeah, they've had their throat exposed for a bit.
IVB,
Again,
this one IVB company just standing on point,
yeah, they're
not
just.
really helping out their team. I think this is a bad call. I know you're trying to preserve tickets, but
This is
it's low
like
pop.
you know the image of the guy waiting for his dad to come back so he can prank him, and how it's like he just stands there forever. That's
Oh
like
yeah.
what IVB is right now. They're waiting for 4-5 Virginia to charge point, kill all the dudes. Woo, we got it, and they're gonna stand up and kill them all, and it's gonna be so cool. But they're just not gonna take it.
Both sides have been playing too passively. Now I will say the Union has finally pushed up. They're taking these rocks. They're, you know, killing
They're doing a
people
little
in the game.
damage. Yeah, but 14
Well, I
minutes
mean,
left on the
just
clock,
look-
and they're
just
only
look at-
taking.
Just look at the ticket lead. It's a quarter, right? So
Mhm.
Union does have an advantage here.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's not that hard on low pop to get tickets. I think ideally you want to be at 12 minutes to push the enemy breaking, and that's what the Union is doing right now.
Yeah, I think the Union should really just shoot them out, get CSA the breaking, do all or nothing charge. That doesn't work. Group up main, all or nothing charge. That doesn't
I
work.
mean, you
Group
really
up main,
don't
all or
have to. You
charge.
can just stay on these rocks, spread it out, independent fire, and you win.
Yeah,
you
I
got
just
caissons for cover. You got
here they come.
um,
I'd just be
oh.
slightly cautious, just because of I don't think they're gonna shoot him out the last stand. I think
looks
it's
like
gonna.
Complex is gonna sink. I think that's Ramboing actually.
Complex, what he's doing? Yeah, he's falling back, thankfully. I think he was expecting more of his men. Let's see if these IVB guys actually finally start the attack.
Press enter. That kills you. So
You're double speaking.
what's the console command?
Dude, they're still
Pyro
crouched.
just kind of hanging around.
Yeah,
there.
he's dead. He was technically Ramboing, but he got smacked down. Complex is going in. What is CSA
Oh
doing?
goodness. Okay, well we'll see. This might actually be
Yeah,
advantageous.
it's
'cause
good,
They
I
have their
mean-
whole team together and they're doing a charge.
If
so-
they get wiped,
Like,
it's GG
WV
though.
is actually pulling back. I like this.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
they're
this
they're
pull
luring
by
him in.
WV
They're luring him in.
to lure the enemy in and then shoot him up. I really think that's smart.
It is. If CSA gets wiped here, it's GG. It's over. That's the
Yeah,
game.
actually it is, and I think CSA is committing too much here. I think they
Oh,
should
you
just stay on
fucking hit
stone
the
wall
cannon. You hit the cannon
instead of
again. What are
charging
you
rocks.
Yeah, it looks like even their flags are going in. Again, USA
Looks like
has to go
Collector
right
might
now.
Make a difference here, though. Let's see.
He is taking tickets. He is
Great
taking a
job
lot
by
of tickets.
Collector.
Yeah, he's taking a
Doing
lot of tickets.
Great job on that flank. He might actually
Again,
save the day, but there's just too many. We'll see.
they held him off. They held him off. USA is a little bloodied right now. They've got to regroup. Oh, they're charging. Oh, they're going in. I mean, that's what I would do
I
too.
like
I mean,
this decision. I like it. You have a ticket lead. And they're pretty disorganized. I think you might be able to win it.
yeah. I mean, CSA is getting a lot of their guys back. It's pretty 50-50 right now, I'd say, for the charge. Again, Complex. These officers are doing too much damage.
They're Ramboing. Ramboing gets me though.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, that guy is. Okay, okay, he's just distracting them. That's kind of funny. Smith. Oh,
He got
gets
team
shot
killed.
by his own guy.
he gets team killed. I was watching that. I was like, any second, Zach's gonna shoot.
I don't hate that decision to countercharge there. I think you probably would like to wait and reorganize. But I don't think it's a terrible decision.
Yeah, they managed. They stalled each other
CSA
out.
is gonna wait on the stone wall. I think that's a good.
This
idea,
is, I think,
position for them.
I mean, honestly, I think this might be the first Mountaineer campaign we see someone go into last stand. They're
Yeah,
actually
wow,
getting
yeah.
shredded right now.
They need to get this flag up. Okay.
And they didn't get Union off that position. They're still stuck on the wall. They're gonna get shot out. It's gonna be a slow suffocation for the good old CSA boys this time.
Yeah.
Not much you
I
can
mean,
do,
even
unfortunately.
though you have that stone wall, I mean, I don't understand why they're not doing crouch
Oh
reload.
shit.
You
At the
want
very
crouch
least,
reload
yeah.
here to
There's no
save
risk of
tickets
charging.
and give yourself an advantage. But it looks like they're just gonna continue giving formation fire. I will say, Collector here is Ramboing.
Yeah, I'm gonna warn Collector.
Ramboing. Yeah, cost his team 5
Yeah, it
tickets.
looks like it.
Don't ban him. Fucking ban him. It's been like the 6th time I've caught him.
I killed him.
Yeah, that's the thing about
Get him,
Rambos.
boys.
They can get a lot of
It's like the
kills.
6th
But
time I caught him.
usually
See,
it's formation kills, and when you die out of line.
yeah, Collector's Collector, you're really pushing it, man. That's like they're getting pretty salty over there that you're Ramboing quite a bit. Again, if you go in and everyone around you dies but you stay and fight, that's one thing, but man, if you got an officer slot, please, for the love of God, do not intentionally run into the enemy team just to shoot them.
I can understand if you're kind of behind your boys and you're out of line a bit. Like, that's more understandable. But,
Yeah, but he's
you know,
got
going
7
off on your
bullets
own, you
to
know better.
shoot you with.
That's like crazy, bro. You'll wipe
It is a bit. I just don't understand it. Like everyone knows the rules.
Looks like Artie is just kind of getting shot up here. I don't agree with the
Oh,
Artie's
complex,
decision to try and
dude.
get out
Complex is going in again.
I actually don't disagree with this
Well,
decision.
okay, he's going in
Might
with his
get a
boys.
wipe
He's going in
here.
with his boys at
Let's
least.
see.
Okay.
Oh,
Last stand
looks
on.
like they're gonna go
It's
the
over.
last stand, though, but they're
There's
gonna
too
push
much
for the
time.
final push. Let's see.
Maybe.
Union can get quite a bit of casualties here.
Yeah, they're gonna clean up. I think it's over
Reorganize,
for
they'll
CSA.
win.
Yeah.
It looks like CSA is going to win this fight, but CSA is going to be really damaged up. Oh, looks like CSA might not even win the fight at all.
Yeah, it's not looking.
We'll
It's
see.
pretty neck and neck.
WV still putting...
Let's see if Henry can finish him off.
Yeah.
Looks like Henry's gonna get stabbed out, maybe. No, Henry won the sword fight. So I mean, 3 survivors and 2 CSA survivors. Again,
Yeah,
Pyrrhic
it's
victory.
over for CSA.
Yeah, Pyrrhic victory, but it's Jover. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It was
8.
a nice attempt to wipe the Union, which I think was smart. You know, wipe the Union and then just pull it back and to point and let them come to you. I think that's smart. But
It's really bad.
they
You gotta
just
die.
took
I'm
too many
sorry. Get back here.
casualties.
No, come on. I'm just doing my job.
Now, there's only 9 CSA guys left.
I will say Henry is kind of Rambo.
Again, he was the last survivor, man. He's
Yeah,
there on point,
he's
killing
the
another
last
guy there.
survivor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold that against him. Again, like he's out of revolver ammo. He's dead. He wasn't not even close to the level Complex was continuously doing, but
Yeah, no.
Or
I
not
think it's
Complex
GG
Collector.
for Union. I don't see. I mean, they do have one CSA officer with a Lamont, so that might
Yeah,
help them a little
they
bit.
got 2
It's not
officers.
two officers with Lamonts. That
I don't
might
think
be different,
Zach's
but
using a Lamat. Let
is-
me check. What's he got?
Is he not? Oh, he should be.
I mean, if you're playing CSA and this off, you should. No, he's using the army. He's using the default, I believe. Yeah, he's using the. Where's it? The Walker. No, that's just the normal cult. I think only Collector over there's got the Complex got the Lamat.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to get the Lamont. More shots you can.
Here
have,
comes the
more
fucking
people you can
Union team though. Flight of the Valkyries. They're gonna go finish off whatever's left of CSA.
Yeah, definitely. Just take your time, get your reloads, bayonets, absolutely, and then just charge. I mean, you're gonna win just based off numbers.
Yep, it's
Just reorganize and push them out, and you win.
watching the last
One
moments.
thing I will say is they don't have flags, so it's gonna be very hard to reinforce. But at this point, like, there's only like how many CSA left? Like
9, and like
9,
3 of them
yeah.
are artillery, and 1 just got team killed. So there you go. You're down to 8.
Okay, well,
Man, hey,
I
what
would
the
be
fuck?
pissed too. Yeah.
Why are they beefing with
Why'd
each
you
other?
shoot him?
Okay. Well, I just witnessed some.
Self-destruction.
Yeah, I don't
That
know
is-
what's
that is
going
worse.
on there. Someone's.
Not only is that a waste of a pistol shot.
I mean, not that
We also
it'd
see
make
that-
much of a difference, but again, we'll have to cover that in the old debrief. We both saw that. That was Dirk killing somebody and then Dirk
Shot.
getting
Sit the
killed in
fuck
return. Oh shit.
I don't exactly blame Zach. I think I'd be pissed too if
That dumb.
my boy was shot in cold
Oh
blood.
yeah. Well, final thoughts on the match. My final thoughts. Pretty good showing. Little sloppy towards the end, but both teams did all right.
Too passive, man. You guys gotta
Too
get
passive,
more aggressive in
yeah.
the Mountaineer campaign. You
Gotta
guys
get that tempo.
You guys gotta push up, be aggressive, get into a gunfight. Don't be afraid. Try to get into a really advantageous position and spread it out.